rocking with your boy, the Legend 5, man, on Tour Media. You know what it is. And today we're gonna talk about college football highlights and the winners and the losers of this past weekend's game, man. And then later on, we'll probably drop a video about the NFL, NBA, all that other fun stuff, man. But before we get started, you see the merch on tour. Shador, go check out his merch, man, at legendary.com, at legendary on Instagram, man. Check it out. Cop his merch, man. Hit me up in the DMs, man, if you want some of this on tour merch, man. And while we talking about merch and all the stuff, man, I want to give a shout out before we get into this to Blenders, man. Hey, y'all know what this is, man. Blenders, man. Much love, man. I'd like to thank y'all, man. You already know what this is. Look at that. Oh, Prime 21. Oh, write it down. Oh, you gotta believe, baby. You gotta believe. We coming. Oh yeah. These finna be lit, man. Let me get these on open, man. You see the packaging, the Prime packaging there, man. Prime 21 in there. Yeah, these gonna be funky, man. We gonna do the show, man. With these on, man. Check that out. The Prime right there on the eyeglass case. Ooh, yeah. And you got to be careful with these, man. You know, fingerprints on 24 karat gold, baby. You know, with smudges just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Got the Prime right there in the glasses. Got the Prime right there. Oh, you guys can't see that. Man, I'm tripping. Got the Prime right there. What we got right here? Got the we coming right there, man. So we're going to slide these bad boys on, man. Let's get into this, man. Colorado or Washington State? We took the L, man, and I wish Shador a speedy recovery, man. I know my boy is a little banged up, man, but wish him nothing but the best in the speedy recovery. And we're gonna come back, you know, next season bigger, stronger than ever, man. We're gonna shock the world, man, like we shocked the world this year. Cause y'all ain't even expect us to win 4 games, man. So stop it with all the disappointing and all the hate. Y'all ain't even expect 4 games to happen, man. So stop it. We ain't gonna even talk too much more about that, man. But shouts out to Cam Ward, man. He did his thing with 88 yards, 2 tubbies. He did his thing, man. Savion did his thing running the ball, man. 13 carries, 49 yards, 1 tubby tub for him, man. You know, shouts out to him, man. And then you got Kelly did his thing for Washington State University, man. He balled, man. 6 catches. $130 for Kelly, man. So shouts out to him, man. Overall, man, 2 great quarterbacks. Unfortunately, one of them couldn't finish the game, but it's all good, man. We're gonna be back better than ever. Moving on. Georgia, Tennessee. Georgia ranked number 1. Tennessee ranked number 18. 38-10, man. Wasn't even close. You know, I mean, you got the running backs out there throwing touchdown passes, man. So they weren't even playing with these boys, or they was literally playing with these boys, man. They just did what they wanted to do with Tennessee, man. So shouts out to Georgia for that dub. Ohio State and Minnesota. Ohio State wins it 37-3. Wasn't even close, man. This was just like a stat game for them, man. They was just out there doing what they wanted to do. So shouts out to Ohio State. Michigan, the big game with Michigan and Maryland. Everybody thought it was a hardball thing. Let's get him out of there. They can't win without him stealing signs, man. They didn't prove all you suckers wrong, man. Everybody that thought Michigan was going to fall off because they coach wasn't there, man. Kick rocks, man. Them boys still doing anything. They still getting W's, man, out there. And shouts out to Michigan, 31-24, man. They did their thing out there, man. And the brother that stepped in as the intern coach, man, salute you, man. Keep doing your thing. Florida State, North Alabama, man. Now, this game hurts my heart, man. I'm going to tell you why. I'm not taking nothing from North Alabama, but usually those games are played. Teams like Florida State play teams like North Alabama and those schools for tune-up games. Game 1, maybe game 2, early in the season. Not taking nothing from North Alabama. They played hard, man. They were up 13-0 in the first quarter. You know what I'm saying? Before this apparent injury happened to the starting quarterback for Florida State. I just hate that it had to happen in a game like that, because teams usually like that, like a North Alabama, that is their bowl game. That is their national championship game when they play teams like that, man. And it always happens. It never fails. Teams that are up here play down to that level, but teams that are down here, they play up because they're so hyped up and ready to get after somebody, man, and make a name for themselves, which they should. You know what I'm saying? So much much prayers to Travis, man. I hope that he gets well, man. It was a bad leg injury, man, that he sustained, but the brother will be all right, man. God has him in his prayers, man. He'll be all right, man. All right, Washington, Oregon State. Man, this game was closer than I thought it was going to be, and it had me going crazy, man. I didn't know what to do. The weather came, man. It was like all type of things playing a factor into this game, man. But Washington pulled it out 22-10, or 22-20. But it was a close game, man. Oregon State played tough. Oregon State played tough, man. Got to give them their kudos and love for that, man. They played really tough, man. So, man, it was a tough one. Oregon, Arizona State. Man, that wasn't even close, man. Oregon didn't even play their starters, I don't think, the second half. I think they had in the third string second half, man. You had, what, 49-13, and they scored 21 the first quarter. Y'all check this out. 21 the first quarter. 21 again in the second quarter. Third quarter, they was like, players talk like, coach, man, let somebody else go in, man. I don't really want to play, man. Let this person go in. So they ain't scored nothing on the third quarter because they were trying to decide who was going to play the fourth quarter. That's what they was doing. And then the fourth quarter happened, man. They put up another 7, man, with the backups in. People was getting interceptions. People was still scoring touchdowns, man. It was bananas. It was crazy. 49-13 Arizona State takes the L. Oregon takes the dub. And they move on, man, with the top-ranked Heisman quarterback going into the next game. Texas and Iowa State. 26-16, man. We're not going to talk too much about that game. Alabama, Chattanooga. Now, this is another one of those games, just like the Alabama, not the Alabama, just like the Florida State game. Why is Alabama playing Chattanooga this late in the season? Like, it's like y'all letting them just skate in, y'all. We don't want Alabama to lose. We don't want none of these big schools to lose. And they got good records by this time, so let's let them play cakewalk teams or teams they should blow out. And if an upset happened, then it was meant to happen. Nah, man, they need to be playing some comp, man. Y'all be letting these dudes walk right into the national championships, into these playoffs, man. Man, make Alabama play somebody, man. But they did their thing. 66-10, 21 points in the first quarter, 17 in the second quarter, 14 in the third quarter, and another 14 in the fourth quarter, man. Alabama ain't come to play with these guys, man. They were at home. They took care of business, and they went out to party, man, after that, man. They went and got them some good soul food from Southern Soul Food, man, and went on back to their rooms, man. Mizzou, Florida, close one. It was close. And I don't know why it was so close, but it was close, man. But Mizzou pulled it out, man, and they got this kicker named the Thickum Snickers or Snickers. I don't know what the heck they called him, man, but the name was kind of funny, and it was pretty cool that they gave him a nickname. And he's the all-time leading scorer, man, in Mizzou. That's dope, man, for the kicker, man, to be that way, man. His name is Harrison Mevis, man. And shouts out to that brother, man, for making that field goal to win Mizzou that game. And then shouts out to Luther Burden, man. 9 catches, 158 yards. He balled out, man. So shouts out to them boys from Mizzou, man. They did their thing. Looking at U of L, Miami, man. U of L pulled out a win over Miami by 7 points. 38-31, man. U of L, hey, they were having a hell of a season, man. So since they made those coaching changes, they made some adjustments in their personnel, man. They've been dominating out there, man. They doing their thing, man. So shouts out to U of L. Looking at, let's look at a game that actually matters, man, because I don't want to look at all these. Arizona and Utah. I'm a little shocked, man, that Utah didn't put up a better fight than what they did against Arizona. 42-18. I thought it was going to be a little closer than that one, man. I thought Utah, man, was going to show up and show out a little bit, man. But they ain't want to play. They didn't want to play, man. They was just like, let's just get through this, man, and get to next year or something. Just worry about next game. I don't know. Maybe it was senior night or I don't know what was going on, man. But They ain't want to play, man. 42-18. Arizona took care of business at the crib, man. Clemson, North Carolina. Clemson put it on North Carolina, man. This is another game that shocked me. I thought North Carolina actually was going to pull this dub out, man. And they didn't. Instead, they tucked their dub down in their pocket and they said, we don't want to pull it out. We're going to save this one for later. It is no later, North Carolina. There is no later, baby. Who ain't swag, baby? Okay. Anyway, moving on. Battle of the Kansas, man. K-State versus Kansas University, man. Kansas State wins it 31-27. Shouts out to Kansas State, man. They had a great game, man. Looking at Oklahoma State and Houston, Oklahoma State dominates 43-30. It's a lot of high scoring power going on in these games, man. So shouts out to them boys, man, for those dubs, on everybody who got the dub. Now let's talk a little bit more about what actually took place, man, in the game with Colorado a little bit, man. So Shedeur, of course, was they used the word knocked out the game. It was Morris. He got hurt, yes, but I think it was a great judgment call by not only the coaching staff. They just keep him out the game, man. It wasn't risk him trying to go back in. He was trying to warm up on the sideline. It wasn't worth it at that point, man. He has a long career ahead of him. He's going to be very successful. So hold him out, man. Let's see what the other boys can do. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. But it was rough, man. He was sacked 4 times in the first 10 plays of the game, man. 4 times in the first 10 plays of the game? Like, that's insane. So I think right now they what is it? 49 sacks, second most in the nation. 49 sacks, man. That's crazy. He was able to throw a 45-yard touchdown, man, to Travis Hunter. But then, seemed to have too much pain, man, and couldn't come back into the game. So much love to that brother, man. Wish him nothing but a healthy recovery, man, and God's going to bless him, man, because he is a child of God, man. So kings always shine, baby. So keep doing your thing, man. Hang in there. Tough soldier, bro. I want to talk a little bit, man, about the 12th man, Texas A&M. Bruh, more coaches need to do what Texas A&M coach did for his walk-ons, man. Putting that kickoff series out there with nothing but walk-ons out there, man, was crazy. And they showed up to the party, man. Number 43, baby. I see you, baby. He ran down there. He laid some wood, put some hat on that man, caused the fumble, and recovered his fumble, man. Shouts out to number 43. Hey, next time, wrap up, though. Man. Nice hit. We heard it. All the 80,000, 100,000 million viewers around the world heard it, man. On TV, it was that loud. We heard it, but you didn't wrap up. But you was able to get the tackle, able to get the fumble, man. And it was a nice moment, man, for Texas A&M and the 12th man, man. More coaches need to do stuff like that, man, for the walk-ons, man. It's pretty cool to see. So shouts out to you guys, man. And whoever number 43 is, man. Don't know your name, but, hey, great job, man. Way to get down the field, baby. It's pretty much, man, all I wanted to talk about today, man. So we just wanted to cover some quick scores of a recap, man, of the college weekend. We're going to talk about some NFL later on. We're going to talk about some NBA later on, man. And Lord knows when we get into the NBA, we don't even know who's going to play that game, man, because people get hurt just off a fingernail break. So we going to talk about that later on, man. But thank y'all for checking in with your boy on Tour Media, man. The Legend 5, you know who it is, on tour. Yes, sir. Cop the merch, man, from Shedeur, man. Hey, and we always live prime time effect, baby. You know what it is. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, man. I ain't gonna keep telling y'all, man. It's a new channel, man. Let's get it up, man. Let's get it up. Peace.